All right, welcome back. It's week number 46. This is your programming overview. Sorry it's a little bit late, but here it is. This is Monday. We're going to back squat 5x5. We're starting to get into our heavy, really main chunk of the work in this powerlifting cycle. So you're going to see heavy 5x5s multiple weeks in a row. So thinking forwards, we're not just going to jump to a super heavy 5x5. We're going to try to get decent load the first time. We'll get a little bit heavier, a little bit heavier as we go through. 5x5 is a great way to get a lot of volume at decent intensity at the same time. That's your back squat, that's your bench press, that's your deadlift, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Your Metcon for Monday, 4 rounds, 10 kettlebell swings, not very many. This is a sprint. 50-foot kettlebell overhead walking lunge, just one kettlebell. So most of us, we struggle with 2, maybe 1, we can get there. But this should be a very fast, very short workout. Tuesday is not a very fast, very short workout. We have 4 sets of intervals. You're going to rest 3 minutes between. The intervals themselves, probably somewhere around that 3-ish minute range. For some of us, maybe a little bit longer. Hopefully, maybe for some of us, a little bit shorter. There's really not a ton of work in it, so you're going to get a decent amount of rest. Some of us over, some of us under. But you start on the bike. The bike's a buy-in, basically to get the heart rate up, see if you're willing to push before you get to the actual work. 15 or 12 cals, then 5 clean and jerks. It's our standard weight, 135, 95. So if you're bold, you can try to go touch and go. If not, we're just going to go drop and reset for 5 quick singles. And then we have our gymnastics in the middle. I'm giving you guys the option. You can do 20 pull-ups, you could do 15 chest to bar, or you can do 8 bar muscle-ups. Those are your options. You can choose one on each round. You can do all of them across the 4 rounds. You can do whatever you want. Those are your 3 different options on the bar. If we're scaling, we'll drop to 20 ring rows. We can do feet elevated ring rows as well. Then you're back to the barbell for another 5 reps. So bike hard, 5 quick. Get this done in as few sets as possible. Back to the barbell. 4 total sets, 3 minutes rest. Wednesday, talked about our bench. AMRAP. Excited for this one because we're introducing kind of a new movement. You may have seen people try it over the last few weeks. It's a movement I invented long ago. It's called the wall walk stair step. As you're walking up to the wall, you put 45-pound plates for the guys, 25-pound plates for the ladies, up right against the wall. So you have to step up onto them as you're getting to that tallest point. We're just going to go with a single 45. All right. Eventually, we might do like a double stair step where you do one, stepping up to a double. But we're going to start here, see how it goes. So if you're not great at wall walks, this is probably going to be pretty challenging for you. If you are pretty good at them, this is a fun challenge. But 10-minute AMRAP, 2 shuttle runs, 2 stair step wall walk, adding by 2 every single time. We'll see how it goes. I think it'll be good. Thursday, I'm going to make a whole separate video about Thursday because there's some things in there that are different that we have not done before. So I want to show you how we're going to do them and the most effective way of it taking place. But it's calling it yard work, just a lot of grunt work. We're going to do short strap sled work. We're going to take those wheelbarrow sleds out before we get rid of them, and we're going to do some heavy yoke walks, which we have not done in the gym maybe ever. So for some of us, that might sound a little scary, but believe me, it should be fun. If you enjoyed kind of like the stone work or just something a little bit different, that should be a little bit different. It's a way to get a heavy stimulus without really wrecking the body. So it should be a good Thursday. We're going to do it in an interval style, but I'll make a video. I'll show you. It'll make a lot of sense. Friday, our deadlifts. Then we have a little chipper. For people who are good at double unders, this is your time to shine. If you're not good at double unders, this is your time to practice. We're going to do 300 double unders. Every time you break, you will row 12 or 9 calories. Then you're just going to keep going until you're done. Well, I'm going to time cap it, but essentially 300 dubs, or you just keep going. If you refuse to try to get double unders, and we're just going to stick with singles and just work on singles, your workout is different. It's a certain amount of rounds, because 300 singles is much easier than 300 doubles. Even 600 singles is not comparable to 300 doubles. So your workout is going to be sets of rounds of a certain amount of singles into amount of rowing. But it's on sugar wad. Saturday, another new format that I am very excited about. It is called You Go, I Go, We Go. It's a partner workout. So the work is 8 burpee box jump overs, tall boxes, 4 power snatch, a little bit heavier for that Saturday. This is how it works. You go, I go, we go. So one partner will go through it on their own, 8, 4. The next partner will go 8 and 4, and then they will both go through it together. So now you can split the 8 reps, you can split the 4 reps, and then it's right back to the first person going again. So whatever the order is, you're either going to go from working together into working on your own, or you're going to go from working on your own to working together. So you're going to be a little bit tired regardless, either on your own set or on the together set. I think it's going to be an interesting little dynamic there for a certain amount of rounds. I forget how many rounds. I think it's 9 or 12 or something like that. But I'm excited to see how that plays out on Saturday. That's all I got. Enjoy the week. I will see you in the gym.